Hello everyone, this is Rumi, and in this video I'm going to show you that how you can log in, how you can create your first Twitter application to integrate Twitter login on your website and get basic information of the logged in user. Yes, that is what we are going to do in this video. Well, we're going to learn that now too. So without wasting time, let's get started. The very first thing you need to do is to go to apps.twitter.com, and there you need to go click create new application and make sure you are signed in. Here you need to type in the application name, localhost app, description, my localhost app description, blah 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 blah. Okay, and the website where you're going to hold the things. There we go. Callback URL, that's very important. You can copy that and paste it right over there. I am going to work inside the root directory, and there is another folder directory named Twitter app, and their callback, let's say that. It doesn't really matter what you type here. What matters is that when you start writing the code, you need to make sure of this directory and path. Okay, so there it is. And now just click yes, I agree, create your Twitter application. I have already, okay, it's already taken. Well, that's amazing. PK from Pakistan. Let's try that. Blah 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 blah. You need read all that stuff. Okay, that's amazing. It doesn't really matter if you just need to create a Twitter application. That's it. Okay, so we've got the application. Great. That's it for this video. Okay, what we need is go to keys and access token, and this is what we need: consumer key and consumer secret. And what else we need? If you go back to the settings page, remember we have not done anything, not even downloaded the source file PHP SDK for the Twitter interaction and anything else. We are just working on the application on the Twitter platform. Okay, if you go to the settings there, if you check this box right over there, it says that it is recommended. That's it. And enable callback locking, as name defines everything, name explains everything. So it's better that you check that for security purposes, and that's it. Cannot override the callback URL. So whatever is written in this text box will have to be, we have to write the same exact, even the characters in the script. So that's perfect. Update settings. This part is done. Now let's move to another part, which is to download the source files for the Twitter PHP SDK. As this is, I should have told you about this in the first, when I started this video, that we're going to use the PHP language as the main language for this, because there are so many other Twitter libraries, Twitter API library. Let's try that library. I thought I should get the auto search thing, but I didn't get that. That's amazing. Just click the first part. Once you get to that, well, if you get back, don't go right over there. Actually, this is the website that we need, seriously, Twitter or Auth, because this is the best Twitter REST API for PHP on internet. If we go to that Twitter link, let's go to them. No big issue. So there you're gonna get a link to this website. So that's why I open up that link. Go to the application we talked, PHP, and this is the link by Abraham Williams. I think that's his last name. This is the exact thing that we need. Okay, it's from the GitHub. But if you get to this, here's the source. If you click that, it's the same. So that's why all you need to do is to go to this app, this website, Twitter or auth.com. Once you go to that website, click on source, open it in a new tab. All you need to do without doing anything, because there's not any perfect readme file right over there, but here's the perfect example of it. I have actually copied all the code and organized it in the script. So if you really want to study a text tutorial, then you need to go to this website and read all of that. Download the source file, download zip. We're gonna get the master. I have already downloaded it. Okay. My internet connection is always so fast, and I really like it. Blah 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 blah. Okay, it's taking time. Okay, it is taking time. Okay, it is taking time. Come on. My internet is not that much slow. Wait a second. I was downloading something. No, it's not. Open folder. It's done. I've already extracted that. There it is. It's gonna say yes to all. Overwrite that. Open up that. Source file. What we need, source and autoload.php file. All you need to do is to copy it. And there you need to go to your directory. This is the root directory. I'm working on the localhost. And this is the directory that I set. And as I told you that I have already, added the script source autoload file. All you need to do is to paste that into that specific folder that you have defined in the Twitter application. Once you do that, as you can see, I have two files right over there. Callback.php, as we defined right over here, callback, and the index.php. So don't worry about these two files. I will upload these files on my GitHub, and I'm going to share the link in the video description. So let's try with the index.php. I wanted to write the code, one by one line, but this video could be lengthy. So that's why I thought I should simply write the code and define how that works. These are two simple scripts, 22 lines of code and 14 lines of code. Here we go. The first thing I did is I'm going to use the sessions to store the user state. Okay, you can use the cookies, then you can remove that and use the cookies. I'll show you how you can use it. After that, we uploaded autoload.php file in the same directory where index.php and callback is. So I simply wrote a line autoload.php, included that. Then I included using the use keyword, and this is the namespace that class is under. So we simply added that class, and now we can access all the methods which is included in that class. Okay. Then I used the define function to define consumer key, and now we need to get back to apps.twitter.com and select your application and go to settings. No, we don't go to that. Go to keys and access token. Once you get to this, copy the consumer key, double click to select all, paste it right here. Okay, paste it here, consumer key, paste right over there. Okay, there, put your website URL and directory and the callback file. It's very important. Okay, once you do that, you don't really have to define any other and anywhere in the script. Once you do that, here we are checking if this session is not available. It means that this code will work when the user has nothing, user just just visited your website. This code is going to work when user just visited your website. Okay, and this code is going to work when the user has valid access token, and we actually got the information by using on account and verified credentials. We'll talk about that later. Okay, if the session access token is not available, you can use the same underscore cookie, if you're working on the cookies. But I'm gonna work on the sessions. Here we go. I created a new variable called $sign connection, and I created an instance of Twitter or auth class, consumer key in the first parameter and the consumer secret in the second parameter. Once it's done, then we are going to request token. I'm going to name the variable. Okay, defines everything, request token. Then I use that class and method OAuth. Then we're going to work on OAuth request underscore token. Okay, that's why I named the variable same as the path where we're going to work on OAuth /request token. The second parameter is the where we have to define the array. This is an associate array, and here we need to put the auth callback URL. Once it's done, now we will have the temporary token and temporary auth token seeker that we need to show the authorization URL. Okay, once it's done, I added that in the session variables. As I said, I'm going to use the sessions because we need that. You can use the cookies if you know how to do that using the set cookie function. Okay, so then I made another variable and we worked on the URL method, and the path is going to be OAuth/authorize. First we worked on OAuth request underscore token, and then we're going to work on OAuth/authorize. Once it's done, the second parameter is same in the previous one. It's an associate array, and it requires the OAuth underscore token. And as you can see, we got the OAuth token right over here in this variable. Okay, it's an array. Once we run that, we get an array called the request underscore token, and then we have the key value OAuth token. You need to put the same OAuth token right over here. Once it's done, then we will have the URL, authorization URL. Once we get that, let's see what we get. Go to your application, GWApp. I think we should get authorization URL. Well, we've got an error, and why is that? I didn't even save that file. Let's refresh, because I added the consumer key and consumer secret code, but I didn't save the file. This is what we get for this code. Okay, once we get that code and we go to that code, I actually simply use the echo. You can use the header function to redirect the user. Okay, but for the sake of this video, I use the echo function to print it on the screen. So once the user go to that URL, okay, the user would get this page right over here. The user will simply click on authorize application, and the user will be redirected back to the callback file, and there it is. Simple. Once user go to the authorization URL, then it will be sent back to the callback PHP function before getting to this part. Okay, after user authorize, it will get back to the callback.php file as we have defined in the settings and in the script right over here. Okay, once user comes back to here, I added the same thing. Sessions require to load the PHP and then included the Twitter auth class, which is under the Abraham's /Twitter auth namespace. Here I said if is set request underscore token auth verify, if is request auth token, and the request auth token is equal to the session auth token. Okay, let me tell you what is this. If I simply, let's try that thing, for that I need to destroy this session, or it's better that I remove all the things and I come back. Everything is, this session is destroyed after closing the tab. If I get back, okay, we've got this thing. I just want to show you that what does this mean, why I added that, how this page knows that this is coming to this page. Okay, simply let's say echo verify. Let's simply say authorize or verify. Once the user get back to that page, okay, then the user has to, as you can see, this is the auth token. Okay, this variable, user has to be signed in. I just logged out of that. Okay, user signed in and authorized the application, and user will be redirected back to the callback.php file. As you can see right over there, what it says that auth token, when the user is redirected back to the callback file, these are the variables in the request superglobals sent back to this application. As you can see, auth token, you can use the $_get instead of request, it doesn't really matter. Auth verifier, auth token, and that's amazing. Okay, two variables, auth token. So I checked over there if auth token is available, is it set, and auth token and auth verifier are available, and auth token is equal to session auth token, just to verify that it's the same auth token that we get by using this thing, okay, for the security purposes. Once it's done, then we can define for more. Request token made an empty array, create an empty array, and then request token auth token is equal to, as we have right over here, as you can see, I've defined right here. I simply, inverse. That's it, simple. Okay, now whatever was saved in this thing is also saved right into this variable. Once it's done, then I created a new instance of Twitter auth consumer key, first parameter, second consumer secret, then request token or auth token that we need, then auth token secret that we got right over here. Here we got variable into this variable, and then we store that variable in this session. Then in this page, it doesn't know about this variable, so we defined it once again, or you can simply just copy that and put it right over here. It doesn't really matter, as you can see. Just copy this thing and put it right over there. Okay, in the third parameter we need auth token, and in the fourth parameter we need auth token secret. And once it's done, now we need to get the access token by calling the method auth, and the path is auth / access underscore token, and then the second parameter is the associated array and auth underscore verify, and that we got when we were redirected back to this page. As you can see, auth token verify, that's the code, and we simply add it right over here. Once it's done, it's verified, we got the access token into this variable. I store that in this $_session, and I said verified. Okay, now I have to redirect back the user. Once it's done, we store the access token in the $_session thing, so everything is here in this variable. Then we redirected back user to the index page. Get back to the page, there it is. And now here, if you get back to this, it says that if this $_session access token is not available, it is going to return false for this, because we define over here, if it's not available, then return true, and then run this. We have the access token, so this part is going to work now. And I simply stored the $_session access token in this simple variable for just ease, and a $access underscore token variable. Then we're going to create a new instance of Twitter auth. As you can see, we are creating instance, and it's the same that we're working on, specifically, and a few methods of auth and URL. We worked on that method and auth. Then we simply created the first parameter consumer key, the second consumer secret, third access token, auth token. Everything is in this variable. It doesn't really matter, just put it right over there, auth token and auth token secret. That's it. For this part, we have the temporary auth token and auth secret. What we need is the long-lived auth token and auth token secret, and this line of code does that. Okay, now we have the permanent, or we could say long-lived auth token and auth token secret. And then we use the get method on the path account / verify underscore credentials, and then I simply used let me show you now what we get. I'm going to use print r user. Everything is in the variable user. Let's try that. Refresh the page. This will show us that what we are getting on this page. There it is. Location, screen name, and ID, and all that stuff. You can simply use that. These are the properties of that object. So how we echo that? What if I want to echo the screen name of my Twitter profile? Simply use echo $user screen underscore name. Is that underscore name? Refresh, and there it is. This is how you can simply use the print underscore r and get all the things that we have, and then simply use the echo or whatever you want to do. Store it in the $session, and for just to redirect the user to other pages or whatever you want to do. I will make other videos about this, to how we get other things, but this video defines everything, explains everything. This is the main thing. So if you want to try other things like, getting friends list and all that stuff, simply use Google for that. But if you want me to make videos on this, like, I have already made a series about Facebook PHP SDK, but if you want me to make videos about Twitter API using PHP, then I'm ready for that. But I need your comments below this video. Everything that every link that I've used in this video is in the video description. Well, not all the links, but links that I would need for this application. So that's it. This video is a little lengthy, but so thank you for watching this video, and if you have any question, then you can ask me in the comments. Thank you.